still haven't changed my calendar, but it is Sunday. So today I think I have appointments to look at like 4 or 5 apartments. This is like really, sorry, ignore that, it's from my hair. But yeah, it is going to be a very packed day. So I basically woke up at 6 o'clock and then I tried to fall asleep for like 2 hours and it just didn't happen. Actually, I think it was like an hour and a half. I think it's like 7:45 right now and I just finished showering, did my coffee hole routine, etc. So I actually have a couple of videos to film, including the All True unboxing, finally. So I'll probably do that before I head out. I just need my hair to dry. So I always like air dry my hair. I was looking at this woman on the subway yesterday, like not in a creepy way, but just like she was across from me. Anyway, her hair was so perfect. I don't know how she did it because it was like kind of windy yesterday actually. I will probably be in Midtown just because that's where a majority of the apartments I'm looking at are. One of my apartments that I really liked online already had applications in, so that appointment was canceled unfortunately because that one was like a really great location and the building was like a luxury building, but you didn't have to pay the luxury price. So usually like in Midtown, the studios for luxury buildings go for like, but this one was a 1-bedroom. It was pretty big and updated, and I think it was going for $27.50. I think that's what it was. It might have been $26.50. I can't really remember. But yeah, that one obviously got snapped up right away. I thought I was going to be lucky because the broker was going to be having the time off for Sabbath. So she was like not answering emails from like 4:45 p.m. on Friday until like sunup today. But yeah, she emailed me like right away, right before actually, so like 4:45. I think it was like 4:30. And yeah, she was like, sorry, taken. So I was like, oh dang it. Like I tried to have pushed it a little bit earlier. I was trying to get it in for like Thursday, but then she wasn't available, and then she was only available during the workday on Friday. It really is so stressful. So personally, I feel like some of the way that some of these open houses are being run, I think it's kind of like some level of discrimination. Like there already is some level of discrimination in general in terms of income because of like the requirements, but like some of the a lot of the really good looking apartments, they always have the open houses at like 1 p.m. on a Tuesday or 1 p.m. on a Thursday. It's like the really impossible time if you're an office worker. So I think it's somewhat discriminatory without it being like actually discriminatory, so it's not like illegal, but I think it's like definitely they're looking for a certain type of person. So yeah, that one, missed out on it. I have a couple that I'm trying to get appointments with, but it's like kind of a negotiation right now. So my lease right now, I will have to move out by November 1st. So I'm hoping to find one for like an October start date, but the thing is like there's so few apartments available right now because it's even worse than usual, because usually there's like, I think my broker said last time, there's like at any one time there's only like 1.7% available units at any one time in New York City itself, like the entire, like all 5 boroughs. So I think what I was hearing yesterday from other brokers is that this one, he wasn't a broker, he managed a bunch of buildings, and he said he had like 70 properties that he manages, and there's only 2 available units right now, which are the 2 that we looked at. So it's crazy right now. So basically everybody's saying that if you find a place that you like, just put your money in right now and then just like try to negotiate it later, because they said it's like not possible to try to negotiate without signing any papers. So I'm wondering if maybe it's like better for me to wait until next year. I don't really want to stay here another year, but I've also been like toying with the idea of like not stressing out about it, signing my renewal here, and then just like keeping an eye on Zillow and StreetEasy, and if I see anything good that's not super competitive, because I also think like right now is a really unlucky time to be looking. So I feel like if I look at a very unsexy time like March, I feel like I could maybe find a place, just because like I think a lot of people like can't afford their apartments that they upgraded to, so I think they're going to be coming available like staggered, like, you know, every once in a while whenever people started their leases. So like my guess is a lot of people moved probably like in November, So I feel like if I start looking in November or December, I might be able to find some places, but then it's also going to be stressful because I think a lot of other large companies are coming back in January 2022. So I don't know, it's a whole process. So yeah, that's all, everything. I'm rambling way too much, so I am going to take you along with me on my day. Otherwise, I will just check in with you whenever I do something interesting. So I am back. I did my coffee and now it's time to do my makeup, just because I do have a lot of appointments. I have another 2 appointments added to my schedule in terms of viewings, or showings, or whatever you call them. I think I'm viewing them, so I think they're viewings, and then the broker is showing them, so they're showings. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to do my makeup now, and then I'm going to film a couple videos after this. Okay, so this is going to be the look today. I did mess up. I think I fixed it, but yeah. I also wanted to just say that I remembered / rediscovered this one like group that I really liked in like college. It's called Classic Y. It's like a Korean group, I guess. But yeah, they do also that highlighter. I messed up. I got part of that brown. I think I just am not precise enough to use this because that looks like I got punched. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'll try to fix this. But I really like this group. It's really like easy listening. It's like, I don't know, kind of jazzy. But yeah, I am now listening to them on Spotify. I found them because I was watching or listening to a Benzino playlist. So Benzino was like one of my favorite artists for a while, but then he got a little bit popular. As soon as he started dating that German girl, his music changed and I didn't really care for it as much. That was like not because of the German girl, but that was just like the one timeline marker. But yeah, anyway, so this is similar sort of style to his early stuff, but yeah, this is very like calm music. Just wanted to show you the reality of what I'm doing for my filming setup. So it's like a teeny tiny little corner here, but yeah, I have so much stuff on my floor that I need to unbox with you. So yeah. First up is the All True, and then I'm going to do what I bought on vacation, and then I have a couple of packages to unbox as well, but mainly things that I bought on vacation because I need to use some of them and I wanted to show it to you first. Just filmed my unboxings and what I bought, so I'm just finding places for everything now. So stressful. Also, should have definitely taken care of these wine glasses when I came back from vacation. Also, I don't know why it's so stained. That's just a stain. I never noticed it until now. But yeah, should have definitely cleaned the wine glasses right away because they definitely were sticky. But yeah, that's how I am right now. Of cardboard that needs to be recycled, and actually I have quite a few other boxes in my room that I need to also put in there, but this has been a struggle. It's been about 30 minutes of me just breaking boxes. So ignore my Roomba, but basically I was reading the card that came with the Allure Beauty Box this month, or last month, I guess. It's not August anymore, but I think I've been putting this on incorrectly the whole entire time, so these cards are very useful. So I guess you're supposed to wait 5 minutes before putting sunscreen on top of antioxidant moisturizers or serums to avoid diluting them. So I think typically I only wait like a couple minutes, so 5 minutes is a long time, so I'll have to keep that in mind. So I should probably go and make my coffee in between putting on my moisturizers and my sunscreen, or my serums and my sunscreen. So I have the new things I just unboxed that I need to clean. I think I'm gonna dishwash these and then the wine glasses, but this is hand wash only and I want to keep that pan as good as possible. So my dishwasher is kind of full. I did take out some things, but yeah, I ran it last night. So next 10 minutes will be unloading the dishwasher. If it was not already completely apparent, I am not going to look at houses today. Honestly, it was just like a mental thing for me. I was getting really exhausted, I think, by looking at all of the posts. So I think I probably will renew my lease and then just kind of look during winter to see if I find anything else, just because it's a little bit less competitive in winter to look for a new place. Right now it's like really unlucky because it's summer, and then all of the September associates that would normally come in probably at the end of August are coming in now, just because of like when the return to office dates are. So it's like very competitive right now. And then a lot of people who left during the pandemic are coming back because they're miserable not living in the city. So yeah, it's just like not the best time to look, and it's just like so much work. I probably will try to see if that broker who I met yesterday would be willing and able to help me, just because it'll take a lot of the work off of my shoulders. Because if he is able to just find places that meet what I'm looking for, and then I can just already go in knowing that he's already scoped them out for me, it'll totally be worth the fee. I was looking basically at places that were no fee because it's pretty hefty usually, but I forgot how much work this is to find a new apartment, and I just don't have the mental space right now since I started my new job very recently to look. And also my mascara is underneath my eye and above my eye. Huh. That's rough. So I hope that didn't look like that when I was unboxing, because I probably didn't, because I've been very sweaty. I've been what is it called? Breaking down boxes. I've been doing all my dishes and stuff like that, and then putting everything away. So my apartment looks really clean now, but it's like it's been a process. Also, I'm soaking my Instant Pot and also this sheet pan because both of them did not come clean. I did try scrubbing them before I put them in, but I just apparently didn't do a good enough job and I was tired. So yeah, I need to scrub them again, and then hopefully I'll be able to put them in the dishwasher again, just because I don't personally trust my abilities. So this is my current cupboard situation. I eventually do need to reorganize it, just because I can kind of not really reach this shelf even, because the cabinets are so high. So I think I have like 12-foot ceilings. I'm not entirely sure. I think they're either 10 or 12 feet, which is very high for New York. And the cabinets don't even go all the way up there. Anyway, so I can never reach anything on the top shelf. So that's where I put all the stuff that I like rarely use. So like travel mugs, my blender accessories, some thing that you put in your freezer to make slushies, measuring cups, bento boxes, etc. In here is like all of the stuff I use for food prep, and then like coffee cups. But honestly, I don't think I need as many coffee cups as I have in here, so I'm gonna move some of them to the top shelf. And then here is like my everyday stuff, so like plates, little snack cups / condiment containers, bowls. So the big bowl from the Pepper and Vetiver set I keep in the other cabinet with my pots and pans because it's really too big. And then I have like drinking glasses and stuff like that. And anyway, that is the current status of my cabinet. I figured I would just give you a full glimpse at all of my stuff in my cabinets. So in here I keep a lot of like the dry goods and stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else. So I also have coffee in here, some more of my coffee accessories. Same up here, that's like a tea thing, so you can put loose leaf tea and then put boiling water on it. So once I get my kettle, I'll probably use that a lot more. So on the top shelf, things I rarely use, so that's like extra ice cube trays, some baking stuff, a cold press I'm not a huge fan of, and a cocktail shaker. My Roomba is still going strong. I didn't know the battery lasted this long. That's going for like 2 hours. My floors have never looked cleaner. So this is leftover risotto. I decided today to add some red pepper, black pepper, and salt. I added pepper and salt yesterday, but I thought the red pepper would be nice. And then I also have some of the tomatoes that I bought at Whole Foods because I forgot about them in the fridge, so they're getting a little bit old. So I have set them out so that I 100% remember. I had them in the crisper. That was a bad place to keep them. And then I'll probably also have some of the snack mix my mom made, the party mix / Chex Mix. Here's my after lunch snack. My favorite part is the Cheerios. My mom really likes the pretzels, but I could care less about pretzels. Maybe I'll put this in another video, but basically I have to set up my new work phone. So I got whatever the basic one is. I think it's an iPhone 11. Basically that's what I'm going to be doing as I'm waiting to see if a broker will get back to me for an apartment in a really good area. So yeah. Super stormy today. Walking along Central Park West. But those greens. this costs. Here's Quality Italian. This is the menu. I've had it one time. I also had Quality Meats. I thought Quality Meats was better. One time when I couldn't get into Quality Meats, I went to Route 57. It's fine. It's very clubby. So I just wanted to point out something. So right here at 53rd and 6th Avenue, that's the real halal, guys. It's across from the Hilton Hotel. But on the other side, there's a halal truck that looks very similar. Don't go to that one. Walking down 6th Ave to Radio City Music Hall and Rockefeller Center. I'm just killing time before my order is ready to pick up. I made a Too Good To Go order. I guess if you're an MLB fan, there is a headquarters, I guess, gift shop there. Familiar location from a few blocks back. This is a line from Magnolia Bakery for the banana pudding, my guess is, because it only comes out a few times per day. I came here for the loft, but there's actually like a street fair, so maybe I'll go in there and show you what's at a street fair. Nothing really exciting, but I'll just show you. So it's just a bunch of vendors. There's a guy selling street corn, some empanadas. Otherwise, just a bunch of stuff. But it happens on random streets. I'm sure there's a schedule. I'm just not into the schedule. Gluten-free arepas, some gyros. Don't know how they get away with that with copyright. It goes down for quite a way. I actually can't see the end of it from where I am standing. So my guess is it probably goes to like maybe 42nd. So I think I'm going to come back and check out some of these shops after I finish picking up my food, just because there is a timeline for the Too Good To Go order. So it's not exciting. It's from LPQ, so I'm just gonna go pick that up and then I'll kind of show you when I get back home what I got. I don't know if it's like this where you are, but I've seen COVID testing each block, maybe a couple blocks, so that's good. It's free. Thought I would just give you a shot of quintessential New York, Rockefeller Center and Radio City Music Hall. More fake bags. If you're looking for ramen in the city, I would probably skip Wagamama. It's a chain out of the UK. Super cute outdoor dining at Quality Bistro. This is on the other side if you don't want to sit in the street. This is a really cute tea house. It has like pots of tea and also some like pastries and such. I'm almost at LPQ, but basically I wanted to just show you that is the soup pan kitchen, like from Seinfeld. So if you have any friends who are Seinfeld fans, this is where you can find it. It's at 8th Ave and actually it's 55th and 8th Ave. I have my Too Good To Go, so I'm gonna just pick it up. So I decided to walk through the pit that is Times Square just to show you some things. So I wrote a blog in the past about how to get shows to The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, so you can check that out. I'll link it below. Looks like West Side Story is coming back. Here are a few new places that have popped up since I last was here. There's a large flagship for Krispy Kreme, and there's also now a Ferris wheel, aka even without COVID, not a place I want to be in Times Square. Across the street from Krispy Kreme is the M&M World. So oddly there are a lot of people in the Ferris wheel, but I can already tell you that I can already imagine the stink and the stickiness that is in there. But it's here for a few more weeks, I think. So it looks like they have friends, but you have to pay if you take any photos with them. Just so you know, this is Times Square. A lot of people. Same with those monks. Never give them money, never talk to them. They're going to take money from you. But this is what it looks like right now. There's actually a lot of people. So this is where I came to go to find those luggage cubes. But I didn't know that they're coming up with a Minions collaboration. I also did not know that Bob has braces now, but this is kind of cute. I'll have to keep my eye on it for when it goes on sale. There's also a BTS collaboration right now. I think it's gone for a while, that's why there's a queue. So there's always a queue here. But it's BT21 now. It's like an accurate underwear, but if you're in Times Square, it's right across from McDonald's. think I'm just gonna go home. I'll probably swim by TJ Maxx to see if they have packing cubes, because I kind of think they won't have them. Plus this line is not moving. Just kidding, we're moving now. So many collaborations. That one's actually pretty cute, but I can't use that at work. They're actually really well stocked for all the BTS stuff, if that's your thing. There's another mouse and keyboard combo. The BTS music is probably blasting, but they have some weekly planners. They're only $6.95. There's a variety of different patterns, but I wish there was a way to show you the inside, but usually the Korean ones are very well designed. Unique KF94s, they have large size 5-pack. Yeah, they're all large size. I am also a big fan of brown. So this is $7.95, but this one you can see preview. So they have a note, and then they have some stickies here. Memos at $6.95. They come with a little pouch, so then they don't get all like messed up in your pencil pouch, which is nice. Composition notes, notepads, legal pads, pencil pouches, socks. There's a flagship Taco Bell now, and it's all touchscreen. I think they have merchandise, but I haven't seen it. There's also alcohol. So I want to see what the limited edition is. Oh, okay, this is the limited edition merchandise and products. So let's see. They also have the regulars. Spicy crispy chicken sandwich taco. What is that? A lot of flavors in here I've never seen before anywhere else. So maybe I'll get a freeze. It's kind of late, but I don't have to work tomorrow, so I guess I could get a freeze. Maybe I should get a dine-in alcohol freeze. So I think it's going to storm imminently. It's getting darker and darker. And now I know why when I was filming earlier I was like, why did the light change? It's because it started storming and I missed it. But yeah, I think it's gonna storm. I think it's like only 6 o'clock right now. Yeah, it was crazy dark. I didn't make back to Rockefeller, so I'm gonna just go to Loft before going to the subway, which is right there. But yeah, just kidding, they're closed. So I guess I'm spending $0 today. I was gonna go to Muji. I guess that'll be an errand for tomorrow. So tomorrow's Labor Day and I have the day off anyway, so I'm planning on just doing some more looking at apartments if anything strikes me, and then maybe go to Muji and do a little bit of shopping that I've been planning for the past couple of weeks. a huge craving for like tropical or pineapple Fanta, but then I realized it was only gonna be in 2 liter and I don't need that much sugar or soda, so I decided to come home and I'm just making some tea. So I'm using the Yogi calming tea, and then I'm just making it here in some hot water. It's not like hot, but it's like warm water, and then I'm gonna put ice in it. But yeah, that's the plan. So I washed my face and I'm just sitting here watching YouTube, and I'm thinking about like what I should eat for dinner, and then I just remembered I have a bunch of pastries or something in my purse from LPQ, so let me open those and I'll show you what I got. I think I paid, wow, my hair looks crazy. I think I paid $5.99 for it, but I'll check my receipt. So hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this one-handed, so no promises. So this is from LPQ. I paid $4.99, and that included tax. And let me show you. So the bag looks a little bit greasy, so I'm hoping there's a croissant in here. It looks like a bunch of bran muffins. So I got one muffin. It's very dense. Here is another muffin, also very dense. What else is in here? Some sort of scone. It looks like raisin. So far, not a great bag. What was the place I went last week? I can't even remember. Oh, that was it. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing. Yeah, so this was for $4.99. I mean, it's not bad. It's just like, you can tell these are the leftovers for a reason. So I'll definitely still eat them. It's just like not my favorite. So wherever I went last week, I'll put the words in here because my brain is turned off right now. I'm just really beat from looking at apartments. But yeah, this is what I got for my $4.99 from LPQ. I would probably take a gamble again just because these are usually pretty good pastries for a chain. But yeah, that's it. So I packed them away. I am going to eat the small one today just because I don't think this one's going to do well reheated, but I'm sure these will be fine with a like damp paper towel in the microwave, or else thrown into the air fryer with some butter. But this one looks a little bit sad, so I'm gonna eat that one today. This angle makes my hair look really bad. But I just finished editing my all true video where I did my unboxing. Also, you can see all the dishes that I did that are now drying on my stove. So it's actually quite late. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm going to make a quick dinner. So I'm kind of craving like really junky food, so I think I'm gonna make some instant mac and cheese. They're not instant, Annie's mac and cheese, I think that's what it's called. So I'll probably make that soon. It's just so much work. And I also have that LPQ pastry. It looks so sad. I'm sorry, little buddy. I will consume you, I guess, but you look sad. It is Sunday night. Sorry about the awkward. I tried to close that door, but basically I need to do my laundry tomorrow again. So basically what happened is, you know how I did my laundry like the day before the huge flooding here in New York? Well, that was a bad idea because it was humid and my clothes didn't dry fast enough. So I don't use the dryer for any clothes basically, just because it's really hard on your clothes and I want the colors to stay, you know, what the colors are. Anyway, so it didn't dry fast enough, so all my clothes smell really bad. They smell like basically just musty just because they didn't dry fast enough. So I have to redo all of that laundry, and then I'm also washing all of the clothes that I have from my vacation basically. So I just need to for sure check to make sure it's not going to be super humid tomorrow, because today was so humid. It was like walking through a swamp. It was terrible. So it is supposed to be very humid tomorrow, so maybe I might need to wait until next weekend to do my laundry, which is fine. I have plenty of shirts. It's just like, it's going to be not my favorite shirts to wear. But so basically, since I last checked in with you, I ate a lot of the mac and cheese. Much of regret from doing that activity. So I basically just sat on the sofa. I finished uploading a video for tomorrow, aka my all true unboxing. So I finished editing, uploading, all of that stuff, and then I also, what did I do? Oh yeah, I still looked for apartments, and then part of me is also like, well, I may as well just like spruce up this apartment to make it more livable. So if you haven't noticed, my apartment is just kind of random. So what happened is I moved in and I had every intention of leaving this apartment after like a year, but then it has been about 5 years. So I started off, basically I didn't have anything in my common room. I had no like couch, I had no chairs, no table or anything. Like I had nothing in this apartment. So it took a very long time actually for me to buy a sofa. So it took me like maybe 2.5 years to buy a sofa, maybe 3 years. And then also for a table, it took me like maybe a good like 3 to 4 months to decide what table size to get, because it kind of is like a Jenga, not Jenga, Tetris pattern thing in New York apartments because they're so randomly shaped and sized. I hope that's clear in all of the videos that I show on this vlog about what the apartments actually look like. I started trying to do some screen recordings just so you can see expectation versus reality. So the new tricky thing is that brokers are doing these like clip art things to do virtual staging, but then you can like make the picture, the clip art, bigger or smaller. So sometimes they put the things in there and they make them look smaller so that the space looks bigger. So it's very tricky. Like you get there and you're like, oh, you can't even fit like an armchair in here. Why did they have like a 3-person sofa with an L like in this apartment on the post? So yeah, I'm trying to record that just because a lot of these apartments are already taken. They were already taken like right after I saw the apartment, basically. So even though they're not my apartment for my future life, they are somebody's life changing apartments. So the other thing is I don't know, I feel like some brokers are very pushy and then some also aren't pushy, because I think some of them know that the apartments are going to sell regardless or rent out regardless of what they do. But then some of the ones that are really pushy kind of make me scared, you know. There's this one broker who's called me like 18 times and it's like, just leave me alone, like, you know. So I would say if you are somebody new to the area or you're looking for apartments even if you're not new, I would definitely recommend getting a Google Voice number. So personally, I think a Google Voice number is super important in general. So sometimes like when you have to write down things for check-ins and stuff, you know, like just on a paper clipboard, it still happens these days even though it's 2021. I would recommend just putting down your Google Voice, because people can't find that much out about you if you have your Google Voice number down. But if you have like your personal phone number down, you can find a lot of information about you online. That's all I gotta say. So some things about safety in New York are very important. Like, let's say you're doing an Uber to your house. So if you are like a single woman, let's say, typically my friends and I put in like a random address just so that the Uber driver doesn't fully know where you are, and then it's like you're still able to get home without them knowing your address. The other thing is like I started doing this when I was in Korea. Sorry, there's a police. But yeah, so I started doing this in Korea. I always make sure I know where all the CCTVs are on my normal walking paths, just in case something happens. I want it to be caught on some CCTV. It sounds paranoid, but it has definitely helped some of my friends in the past with some litigations and such. So yeah, that is a couple of safety tips for you right now at 11 something p.m. Yeah, it's 11:03 p.m. so now I'm thinking about like safety in New York. But yeah, that's a major thing about me moving as well. Like, I don't want to move to a neighborhood just for a really beautiful apartment if it's not going to be safe. And then the other thing is like a lot of things are, it's like the neighborhood is safe, like super safe, but then it's like I don't want to necessarily give up that much space either. The major thing really for me is the kitchen, and laundry, of course. So I'm fine with it being another building with laundry in the building, but I mean ideally laundry in unit would be ideal, especially if there is a hookup or something where I can put my own in. But 100% the kitchen is going to be one of the make it or break it's for me, just because, you know, I like cooking. I don't necessarily like it, but I just do it a lot. So the idea of having a small mini stove and a small mini fridge, and then also like the other thing I was thinking about this morning was the size of the kitchen sink is very important, because I hand wash a lot of my like things that are kind of unwieldy, like cookie sheets, especially that new one, the brand new one, the really nice one from Nordic Wear. I'm going to be hand washing that like all the time, and it would not fit in some of these sinks I've been seeing today, or this weekend even. And then also other things like frying pans and my Instant Pot lids, that sort of thing. Some of the apartments I've been seeing have like very small sinks, and then like oddly, instead of like So you know how like sometimes sinks are rectangle like this? Instead of having it flipped how it normally would be, they have it like the long way with the faucet on the top narrow part. It's weird. So I don't know how you wash dishes in those. But yeah, that's something that I've also been thinking about because I think it is important. Anyway, that's all. I mean, I could care less about the bathroom situation as long as it's like all in one room. There were some that I was trying to remember to screen record for you because it was like the quintessential like New York City joke sort of apartment, like from How I Met Your Mother, how there's like a toilet in the middle of the kitchen. There has been one. My mom found it too. And then I also found one where it was like a toilet in the middle of the bedroom, but then the shower is like all the way across the other side of the apartment. There was another one where it was like you have your own private bathroom, but to go to the bathroom you have to like open your apartment door, go down the hall, open the bathroom door with the key, and then do your business and walk back home. Like that sounds so stressful for me. So yeah, those are a couple of the issues that I've seen recently. But honestly, a lot of them, those issues are at a point or a price point that is not quite at where I am. So I started increasing the lower end because for a while I was like, I'm gonna get a deal, but like honestly there are no deals right now. There's like 0 apartments available, so trying to find a deal right now is like kind of impossible. So I started moving it up to like where I was like, well, from what I've gathered on my market research, XYZ number is going to be the absolute bottom line. Like this is where it has to be, otherwise it's going to be too weird. There was also like a lot of these lofted rooms, which is fine in theory, but then in practice some of them are like I don't think I could personally sleep up there without being worried that I was gonna fall through the floor. There are also some that it's like the crawl space is like literally like you have to like do that army crawl thing on your like slither like a snake. So no go for that either. So those are just some of my thoughts so far. So I will be doing another day in my life tomorrow. It is a holiday, it is Labor Day. I don't think I have any apartment viewings, so I'm going to try to figure out what to do. I might do a lot of meal prepping actually, to be honest, just because I think that might be needed actually this week. I feel like it's going to be very busy. It's usually pretty busy after a holiday week. But yeah, that is everything for today, and I hope to see you again soon. And if you're interested in more vlog content and where I share some of these weird idiosyncrasies about New York, definitely consider subscribing and putting the bell icon on. I'm also probably going to do a couple of unboxings soon. I did order the FabFitFun, so it should be coming. I don't know when it'll be coming. It hasn't shipped yet, so we can see when we see it. But yeah, that's everything. Bye.